Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday and welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of Snap Judgments. And today we've got two really great decks for you. We're taking it easy this fine Sunday morning. We're going to kick off today by talking about this really great deck. This isn't new, right? This deck has been around for a while, but it's back and no one's really playing it. It's a really great answer to what's plaguing you in the metagame and a great place to start. Our friend Salty is back in, I believe, the top 20. I think he's fallen out of the top 10, but in the top 20 with this list. This combines the two most prominent packages right now in Marvel Snap, the Werewolf Merlin package and the Cannonball Mercury Fenris Wolf package, to create something that is tied together by Annihilus and Sentry. Just an excellent, super powerful list. We also have the first good Silver Surfer First Steps list, which we'll be looking at right after this one. Salty is the person piloting this at the top of the Infinite Leaderboard right now. He's often in the top 10 or top 20 when he has time to play a lot. This deck needs Cannonball, Merlin, Fenris, Werewolf by Night, and Mercury, so basically the two packages. Gladiator can be Negasonic, and Annihilus can be Lady Deathstrike. Annihilus can also strangely be Spider-Man, because that would give you the Spider-Man Viper play, where you go Spider-Man to pull a card out, and then you can Viper a card over on turn 5 into that void. So if you'd prefer that, that works fine too. All right, so the hood is here because it's really, really great to have a 1-drop to play with your Cannonball or Annihilus on the last turn. That 1/3 is great for Annihilus or Viper as well. You can also feel free to Merlin it to get some extra energy or turn it into a 2-drop. Mercury is here entirely because of Cannonball. Mercury, Cannonball, Fenris Wolf are a package that are in just a ton of decks right now. They're the most popular and prominent package in Marvel Snap. Hopefully the OTA does something about those cards, about Juggernaut, about these cards that are just sort of omnipresent in all the best decks. They've become the good stuff package. We thought erroneously that removing Mr. Fantastic First Steps would sort of push this down a little bit. It has not. That package just sort of does other things around it because it's so easy to slot into everything. It's just absolutely everywhere. Shadow King is sort of hit or miss right now, but because you're just looking for a 2-drop that you often have that extra energy at the end of the game, should you like Shang on the last turn, we're happy to have Shadow King as an option. It can be absolutely game winning and backbreaking, but the meta is sort of the Invisible Woman First Steps decks chased away a lot of the green power decks because those decks are all gaining. The Invisible Woman decks gain their big power spike at the end of the game, which means it's too late for Shadow King, right? But they also put up more power than all the other green power decks, so they're just less prominent. Fenris Wolf is part of that Mercury package, obviously a lot of power. Our Fenris Wolf package here is the Cannibal Mercury. We've also got Gladiator and, of course, Shang-Chi to try and get something big from Fenris Wolf, making it play for often a 2/9 or more in power. Merlin gives us something to do with that Fenris Wolf once it's used, the Mercury once it's used, if we happen to use that on turn 5. It's great for Hood and Sentry as well. So the Void in particular, turning that into a 5-drop is an excellent, excellent play. Just Merlin is a card you're very happy to have access to in this type of deck. Once in a while, you'll even do something like Shang on turn 5 and then turn that into a 5-drop, which is just an absurdly strong play. Werewolf moves around. It's not the best card in this list, but it's still very good. Anytime you have Merlin, you want to be looking at Werewolf by Night because you have the spells that both are on reveal and don't take up a spot, allowing Merlin to move. We have enough other on reveals in this deck, whether it be our Cannonballs or Hoods of the world, that we have enough power to get Merlin into a reasonably powered 9/11 power card. We're perfectly happy to take that from our 3-drops. Viper sends over Hood or the Void in a pinch. It's our option 3. It's not the one we're going for, although once in a while, if the opponent clearly cannot clear a Void lane, we will Viper it and then be able to play a 2-drop over Annihilus, especially if we don't have to deal with Hood. Gladiator is big power and destroys a card for Fenris Wolf. It is one of the bigger cards in the list, just really strong to have. Power is good to deal with. Annihilus, of course, sends stuff over and gets rid of any junk that you're stuck dealing with. And Cannonball is a game winner, the best 5-drop in the game, one of the very best cards in Marvel Snap currently. This one is currently 18-7. That is a 72% win rate at high infinite. That's crazy high. And you know I like the next deck if this is the one we're not featuring as the main deck with these kind of stats. Turn 1 Hood, turn 2 Merlin over Fenris Wolf over Mercury. You want to get Merlin down because if you want the ones for either Werewolf or to play with Fenris or Mercury on 3. From there, we go Werewolf over Gladiator over a 2-drop. We can Viper on Hood here if we don't have the Sentry or Annihilus that we plan on playing in this game. You'll know reasonably well by turn 3 based on locations of what opponents have done, whether that's the case or not. Turn 4, we're looking at Sentry over our earlier plays. That's perfectly fine, makes sense. Sentry has a lot to be spoken for with it. You have Annihilus, you have Viper, you have Merlin. If you have a way to deal with it, it is your prio play. Sorry. Turn 5, we want to go with Annihilus or Viper and Fenris Mercury. The reason to go with Viper is because you need to get that Fenris up. Fenris is such a powerful play that it can just sort of swing games if you have the power to get out. Turn 6 is Cannonball or Demon, or Shang and Demon, or Shang and Shadow King. Some combination thereof. If you have that combo, if you have all the other stuff out, you win the game. Enjoy yourself. This is an incredibly powerful and consistent list. I'm really, really happy every time. Like, even if I am very sick of the Fenris Wolf package, I do like the Merlin package, and I really, really love Annihilus right now. It's one of my longtime favorite cards when it's a package, not a full deck, and I'm really happy to see it back in such a prominent place. Before we get to the next deck, please hit that sub, like, and comment if you're willing to. We do our very best to bring you the most Marvel Snap content. Monday and Tuesday will both have 2 videos during their day. So if that sounds good to you, please leave that sub. It would really help out the channel an awful lot. In addition, we are giving away Galactus First Steps. Our last week Galactus First Steps will be announced in the comments, in the community posts for this channel. So if you're looking for who won that Galactus last week, that should be there within the next hour or two. I'm going to make a couple more videos, record in advance a little bit before we get to that. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you check out. A like and a comment will give you a chance to win. A like and a comment will give you a chance to win Galactus on all the videos this coming week. This is our last Galactus we're giving away, so make sure you stay tuned. Next up, we have Mastar Puppet. Mastar Puppet finally figured out how to make Silver Surfer First Steps work. And we have actually 2 really great ways to make Silver Surfer First Steps work with this list. We are looking to trigger it with Wiccan or Sandman. We can trigger it with Sage, but if we triggered it with Sage, we sort of already win the game, right? But if we can do a Sandman against any deck that wants to play more than 1 card at the end of the game, or a Wiccan for crazy energy, we've basically won. And neither of those is terribly difficult. This is ultimately a permission deck. We are saying you can't do what you want, but we can do what we want. It's running Mobius to say you can't reduce, but we can increase your cost with Sandman. It's running Stardust to say you can't cheat anything out. And of course, it's got Negasonic as this control card. And then like Silver Surfer just amplifying the Wiccan or Sandman says, screw you opponent, you cannot do anything. Take Prio, use Negasonic, Alive, win games. Master Puppet is the creator of this list. He very rarely sends lists. I think he sleeps on his own skill a little too much. Hi, Master Puppet. But this is a sick, sick list. This deck needs Wiccan and Surfer First Steps. I know. Sorry. It'll in another week. It'll be in the Series 4 snapbacks. Speed and Sage can be Gladiator, Juggernaut, anything along those lines. The reason we're running Speed is priority. I'm not 1,000,000,000% sold on Sage. I liked it when I played it, but I wasn't in love. Alioth or Galactus First Steps can be Magneto. Alioth and Galactus First Steps are significantly better than Magneto here, but you only play 1 6-drop a game, and sometimes Magneto's pretty damn good. All right, Quicksilver and Domino are your 1 and 2 here, so you can run an effective curve in order to get your Wiccan curve. That's it. That's what they're here for. Domino is also reasonably good at getting priority as a 2/4. From there, you can keep priority by using Speed or Negasonic, or you can try and ruin your opponent's life using Mobius. If you are pretty sure you're going to have priority, a lane that has both Domino and Silver Surfer First Steps is very strong, a strong place to play Wiccan. If you don't have Wiccan, feel free to play Stardust elsewhere, and then you can slam a Sandman on that spot. Sorry, Sandman on that spot that is now 16 power is reasonably likely to win turn 5 and utterly ruin your opponent's life. If not, your Wiccan on that spot that is 14 power going into turn 5 is also reasonably likely to win that spot. You only need to win 1 lane to get that trigger. Once that trigger has happened, you are good to go. If you are ahead in that lane, you're using Alioth and Galactus to win another. It's fundamentally that simple. Stardust, again, you're making sure your opponent can't cheat in order to get around this, right? So you've got Mobius, you've got Stardust, and of course you've got Alioth and then Galactus to slam the door. It's a really, really simple concept, but I absolutely love it. So Surfer First Steps is finally good. This is the deck as my wife walks in looking absolutely adorable. So turn 1, you want Quicksilver. Turn 2, Domino. Turn 3, Surfer First Steps. You can play Speed or Mobius pending the board state. If you feel like you're going to need Prio, Speed. If you feel like your opponent might be trying to cheat some energy later, Mobius. Turn 4, Wiccan. And if we got a Wiccan curve, snap it. Generally speaking, you're not going to win every game you Wiccan snap, but your opponent should generally be running more often than not. If you can double Wiccan for the love of all that's holy snap, those are better than playing Stardust, generally speaking. You will occasionally need to Stardust, especially if they have a Fenris Wolf. Fenris Wolf generally screams that I want to play Stardust in this deck. Turn 5, Sandman over 3+2. We can just drop a 6 if Wiccan, totally fine here. We can also drop Sandman and Mobius here. No, we can't. We're 1 energy short, unless we did the Surfer thing. I did the Surfer thing. It was really cool. We can do Sandman and Mobius together. If we not, we can go, we're just sort of stuck Sandman with nothing else. Yeah, that's that. We can play a couple 3s here if we want to. All right, then we've got turn 6. We've got Alioth or Galactus plus, and then we win. That's it. Really, really simple, insanely powerful. Basically, lock down a lane with more power than your opponent can deal with, double Wiccan if you can, and once you've locked down one lane, Alioth or Galactus should win another. This thing is a beauty. It's really strong. It's really cool. This one should be prominent in the meta. It's very, very good against all the all the Fenris Wolf stuff that's ever, especially the sort of mill-esque version that is extremely popular right now. We covered it last week. That mill-esque version is sort of shut down by Mobius and Stardust in very hilarious ways. Go win some games of Marvel Snap with this, please. All right. Come check out a stream. I will be streaming tomorrow morning at twitch.tv/PulseGlazer. Hopefully you come by and enjoy the stream. I will not be streaming for the new card morning, however. I will be streaming a little later for that day. That will be my birthday stream. So if you're looking for a nice long stream to come hang out, please do so. In addition, that was the season pass question yesterday. I guess our season pass question today is just free parking. Tell me whatever you want to take. Anything you're in the mood to chat about is more than welcome. Free parking for our season pass question for kicking off the last week of the Galactus season. Fallen One, not here. We did this deck yesterday. I thought I deleted it, but apparently I did not. One last look at the deck we covered yesterday, if anyone missed it. We actually have an even cooler butt deck, but this has been one of the 2 best Fallen decks I've tried. Prodigy on Captain Carter or Elsa is utterly insane, and I'm just going to skip through this because I talked about it yesterday. Please check yesterday's video if you're so inclined to see it. I use the same slideshow every day, see? And I just update it. So I wonder how many edits this has. Probably thousands at this point, right? If you'd like to see the stream team, because my current stream schedule isn't working for you, today is Sunday, so Behave should be live at about 1 p.m. Eastern. This video should be live about when the thumbnail is done. So it should be live before then. Go check out Obi. In addition, check out patreon.com/snapjudgments if you have any interest in supporting the channel. Patreon.com/snapjudgments is the best way to support us, and it comes with an exclusive video once a week, one I will be recording shortly later today. Check out Jonesy Snap 22 on YouTube. He is, my wife just gave me a giant water, which is very appreciative. This is my new water bottle. I drink it at work, and my bladder is not prepared for it. It is a huge problem. All right, Jonesy Snap 22 on YouTube. He makes the triple threat. Thank you to Abigail Gison, Mandatory Burnout, It Regardless, Always Kind, LAB Inc., I Am Frostbad, Hota, Neverete, Primed Ryan, Ryan Burke, Ryan Wood, Snap, Renwrench, Gopher Kev, Keltor, Kirtixley, Koire, Kazushi, Archangel 3K, Black Dahlia, Pyro, Goat Seeker, Goatsy, Code, Hollowed Synth. I need to drink water. Excuse me. I was out all day, and Hanoi is very hot. Fat Nick, Absolute Shannon, Dirty Casual, Dark Moogle, Mr. Kerfuffle, Cables, Ginger Prime, Philly, Haplo, Kenny Loggins of the Danger Zone, The Bizza, Black Tubers 23, Extra Feet, and Skippy G, Jessica Gamble, Mr. Slush Death, The Kinger Bros, The Great Kazoo, Werewolf, Kevsey Hoda, Clam, Colonel Forbin, Rob Subin, David G. Wingfield, Steven, Brian Kaufman, Just Nate Martin, Jason B, Matt B, Corin, John Q, and Jimmy Q, Yes Out, 8 Sage, One Big Man, Cactus, Jack, Reapster, Steve O, 131, Yo Marco, Ted Bro, Good Bro Joe, Snap Decisions Joe, Pickety Boom Bop, Bricks, to click, check him out on the Twitches, although he's on vacation, Green Goblin, Unibot B2, Flan 56, Spectrum X, Hoot, Only Fox, Matt H, DJ, Matt Catchings, Don't Frickin' Flex, Nikki, the Greedy, the Geeky, Toxic Soul King, Dodrex 74, The King of Killer, JJ, Dan, Man Falcon, Fop, Thor, Newman, Toot Ties, Great Lord as the Pirate King, Tuck, and of course Gunny T. The T, in fact, stands for My Wife is Really Adorable, and I love her very much. Hopefully you have someone that you care about too. Peace.